Hello, loved ones. How are you doing? Welcome to this week's episode of From My Heart to Yours. And I first want to start off by saying I appreciate all of you loved ones. And every week when I'm doing these topics, I always have all of you loved ones on my mind and thinking about topics that really bring value and not just frivolous, stupid things, but actually talking about important topics. And I think this one is a very important one to talk about opening your heart up again. And this can apply to many different relationships. Opening up your heart after heartbreak, or opening your heart after somebody treated you terribly, like a friendship, or when trust is lost in business relationship, or I want this topic to be about not just being in that toxic or ignoring or whatever has happened, whatever painful situation has come up in your life, whatever it is that you have been through. I want for us to not be like previous generations, because I grew up in that, oh, I'm okay, and lying to yourself and knowing that you're not okay. It's okay for us to not be okay. It's okay for us to feel how we feel, because that is a part of the healing process. It's a part of the healing journey. And that's one of the reasons why I made this channel, is for us to stop sugarcoating things. Stop acting like we're okay and we're perfect. Because if you were raised like me, I was raised to always be like, I'm okay. I was always told, oh, you don't tell anybody your business, which I do understand some of that, but you can't go around being angry and upset for your whole life. And as an adult, we have to take accountability of our peace, our joy, our happiness. And the thing that I want to bring out to all of you loved ones, just because one person or multiple people have done wrong to you, have broken your heart, has broken trust, please don't close your life off because of what somebody else did. Don't let other people's low vibration, them using you, them controlling you, them disrespecting you. Don't let other toxic individuals stop you from getting back out there. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be in love romantically. You deserve to have good friendships. You deserve to go out there and start over as many times as you need to. But yes, it does take some healing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It does take some healing in order to get through that. You do have to say what it is. You do have to say, I was disrespected, I was taken advantage of, I was manipulated, I was gaslighted. But when you have some people in your life, the honest, if I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to be real with you loved ones, is that a lot of times we go into things we already know that that was never a good person for us. Come on, loved ones, let's be real and transparent and honest. We know who these people were. Like, you get some inklings, you get those feelings like something doesn't feel right about them, or maybe people have warned you, literally told you, or for whatever reason, there's been a lot of red flags. There should be some of those things happening, but was it because you wanted to be right? I know that was the case for me. I wanted to be right. I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do, or as far as my heart. I know what I want. I know all these things, right? And that's just natural as human beings. We want to be right, but we're not focusing on those negative things. We're not focusing on what other people did, and the hurt that they brought to you and all those things. That's for a therapist. That's for you to bring that over to the professionals. I always recommend getting help, seeking help. My channel is just for us to have those hard conversations about the aftermath, what happens after you've put in the work. Now, one of my first things to do in order for me to get past and to start trusting again is I had to be honest with myself. And many times we are not honest with ourselves. We allow ourselves to be like, oh, live in this fairy tale world, and we'll keep ourselves so busy. We'll be helping and supporting everybody. You'll be doing so much for so many people, your relatives, if you have children. You'll put so much into everybody else, even your job, whatever it is that's consuming your time. And what that is that you are trying to run from your own problems. You don't want to face it. You don't want to talk about it. You get angry when people will say you have anger issues. Maybe I'm just speaking about myself, but about 8 years ago, I was a very angry person for many, many different reasons. And one of the main reasons why I was so angry is I had a lot of unresolved childhood trauma. I had a lot of things that happened to me when I was younger that, you really don't ever get over it because it was never acknowledged. And in my case, I didn't have support like they have now for bullying, and bullying as far as other relatives, as far as in school. There wasn't advocacy, there wasn't protection around those things. Um, I didn't have that sort of support. I'm just speaking that maybe this will resonate with somebody who is listening. But even if that's not your situation or circumstance, maybe your circumstance is that someone broke your heart, maybe your ex. It could be your baby's father, maybe your baby mama. It could be, maybe it's your parents or siblings or other relatives. Maybe it is a friend, somebody that you really trusted. Maybe it was a business partner and everything went left. For whatever reason, the relationship went left to whoever it is that brought pain and hurt to you. It went left. Now you are left with the pieces of your broken heart. And even if you deny it, even if you say, I'm good, everything is okay with me, I'm fine, there's nothing, I don't need any help, I don't need this. Yes, you do. We all do. We all need help. We we all need support. We all need encouragement. Every single one of us. We need help. We need support. So, like I said, about 7 or 8 years ago, I put myself into therapy. And the funny part of this, loved ones, when I started going to therapy, I went to therapy because of the issues that I was having with my siblings. And I thought by going to therapy, I was going to help them to be better people. That will tell you like how I was thinking mentally, because we always can look and see the whatever the problems or the issues, the whatever they have going, other people have going on, but we never stop long enough to take an honest, realistic look at ourselves and be not just honest, be transparent, be real. And therapy helped me to get real with myself. And it showed me that even when people don't treat me right, I allow things that I shouldn't. Like, I allow disrespect, I allow people to use me. I allow people to um, like basically put me on a shelf and abandon me, ghost me, and I would just take it. Not anymore, but that was me formerly. So that's why therapy was so essential in helping me. Was I didn't know any better, because I saw that sort of dysfunction from my siblings and my parents. I saw that dysfunction, and it was just overwhelming dealing with that and seeing that I didn't know any better. I used to think it was normal to hold in your anger. I thought it was normal to not talk about things and always just, ingesting it. And you become a ticking time bomb. I know for sure I became a ticking time bomb. And it's only a matter of time. If you keep stuffing, you pushing things down, or throwing things to the background, or being in denial, one day you're gonna overflow. You're going to explode like that volcano. You will. And that's not a good thing. And the people who get the brunt of your anger, your displaced anger, your whatever, is going to be the people who actually do love you. When we're suffering, when we have pain, when people have hurt us, we normally never want to talk about that, because that unearths all of those past things, and we don't want to feel that pain. Sometimes we don't want to face those things. I know for sure I most definitely did not want to face some of those issues from the past, but I'm grateful that I did. And I know that it takes a lot of courage. It does. It takes a lot of courage to say X, Y, and Z happened to me. I allowed this. I knew. I felt it. There was warning signs. I didn't listen. And this is not to be judgmental or to make us feel bad. It's important, because if you don't understand the underlying reasons as to why you do certain things, you will continue to hurt yourself. You will continue to choose toxic relationships. And I mean all of them. You will choose toxic friendships. You will let people run over you like you're a rug. You will let people ghost you and abandon you, and you will excuse their toxicity. You'll keep allowing them to gaslight you. You will. And that is not good, because we deserve so much more. We deserve so much better than that. And if I could go back in time, I would have told myself, like I said, I went to therapy 7 or 8 years ago. I wish that I would have done that sooner. I wish I would have known that I deserved to feel better, instead of carrying the hurt, carrying the pain, carrying or being dysfunctional, or thinking that I shouldn't talk about it, because there was always a lot of shame attached, at least in my childhood, to talking about things. If you talk about it, that means you're breaking secrecy, you're breaking trust, and that's a no. No, it's not good. It's not normal to keep hiding things that was not good, that was toxic, that was abusive. We're just going to say it what it is. A lot of things that has happened to us previously was very, very abusive, very dysfunctional, very much people who are very miserable and angry. And also, we do have to add that note of some people that did things to us, they were not mentally stable. They were not. And nobody really wants to talk about that, because that's a very uncomfortable situation, a very uncomfortable topic to say whoever it was is not mentally stable and they need help. And if we keep putting band aids on the problems, or on people, or being secretive and zipping our mouth, if we don't cut people off and say, I can't deal with you anymore because you need help, not just saying, you make me upset. We have to tell people. Now, what they do with it, that's their business. But I inform people, you need help, you need a therapist, you need medication. And if they don't get help, that's on them. But when I tell people what they need and they won't change, don't care about changing, this is when you free yourself and you cut those people off. And that is what helped me to begin to trust again. The trust issues happen because we keep allowing people to run over us. And you have to learn to start trusting yourself again, but in healthy ways, not in toxic ways. I'm not talking about blind loyalty, letting people stab you in the back, letting people take advantage of you, letting people use you. No, all of that is that's done, that's over with. And if you have people like that in your life, I'm just hoping for a change for you. I'm hoping that peace will take place in your heart. But every single one of us has to find their own way to peace. Maybe what I'm saying, maybe that's not your route, but I think that it's important that each and every one of us goes and does some that inner work, taking a deep dive inside of themselves and really facing themselves, really facing who hurt you and what they did, and not because it's going to change it, but because when you put that as, okay, this and this happened, I didn't like it, and I have no control over it. I can't change it. But what I can do is I can say, what did I allow? Did I not speak up for myself? Did I not set boundaries? Did I whatever it is, so that you grow and you learn and you become you have a healthier mindset. You don't just allow people to just do whatever, and you don't dismiss it. You don't stand for dysfunction, and that is how you heal trust issues. At least that's how it healed for me, because when I know, not just knowing that it's right, but knowing it's not right for me. And I wish when I was younger, somebody would have fed this to me and poured it into me. I don't have to be what other people want me to be. I have to be what is good for me, what is healthy for me, what helps my mental health, what helps me financially, what brings me peace. And if people aren't willing to pour that into me, they can't be a part of my life. And I wish that more youth and younger people, I wish more adults, more men and women would stand on that, and protect one another and be a part of a peaceful and healing community. And this is something that I hope to be bringing about, having these real conversations and talking about all of this, because the healing journey cannot begin until you say, I've been hurt. This happened to me, X, Y, and Z. And of course, I don't mean here you have to put all your business out here and say what happened, but within yourself, maybe taking some notes, maybe you're going to therapy, maybe you're giving back to the community, whatever is a part of your healing journey. Each woman or each man has to know what works for them. But what is the most important thing is I don't want to have a community of adults that are just creating generational brokenness, because that's how it used to be for me and my upbringing. You know, their parents did this and this, and then they bring that to you, and they here it goes again, another cycle, and then now you have your children. So that's already 3 generations of brokenness. Who is going to break the cycle? Who is going to shift and pivot? And yes, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of self-love. It does. It takes a lot, but I'm just encouraging you to stand up for yourself. I think this is one of the best decisions that I ever made in my entire life. Finally saying, I choose me. I choose me. I choose to love myself. I choose peace. And in this world full of anger and manipulation and judgment, choose love. Choose to love yourself. And therapy and talking about what I've been through and the things that I've shared here on this channel, it has been, it's been healing to my soul. I never thought that I deserved things growing up. I never thought that I deserved to have good friends. I always wanted good friends, but I never understood why people wouldn't bring me goodness, wouldn't give me support, wouldn't show up for me like I showed up for them. And I had to realize that it was because I was just continuing the cycle of brokenness. I was just mimicking what I saw in my environment. But we don't have to continue to be that way. We can learn to trust again. We can open up our heart. We can. You can. You can open up your heart. But it begins with each and every one of us. And I wish you a happy and a healing journey. But I'm just asking you guys to just try. Test the waters, test and see that you can love again, test and see that you can be a friend to yourself. But for me, it was all new, being a friend to myself. And for me, that looked like thinking about what I need financially, emotionally, and not just always being the support for others. For the first time in my life, I had to learn to be a support to myself. I had to learn that it was okay for me to be a friend to myself. It's okay. It's okay to friend yourself. It's okay to support yourself. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to start a new life. And sometimes to start that new life, you have to move away from your toxic environment and start all over again, brand new. You're the only one that can choose to make yourself happy. It's only you. Nobody can make you happy. And I have to tell you guys that you can bounce, you can be in relationships, you can have great friends, you can have so many good people in your life, and they want the best for you, and you will find a way to mess it up. You will find a way to sabotage those good friendships, that good romantic relationship, because you don't feel you deserve goodness. And until you heal your trust issues, you're going to keep making unwise decisions. And I don't want that for you. I want for us to not be angry. Don't be miserable. I want you to show a good example, stepping forward, you know, a lot of times when you didn't see that growing up. Maybe you didn't see that. Maybe you didn't have your mother around. Maybe you didn't have your father around, or grandparents or siblings that were good examples, or other mature adults that showed a good example of what a woman should be or what a man should be. But guess what? Today we're adults, and now we choose to take charge and take control of our life. So get in the driver's seat of your life. Get yourself the help that you need. And I'm telling you, when you take one step forward and you make a decision to choose yourself, like when I made a decision to choose myself by seeking therapy, when you choose one good thing, other good things come along with that. When I chose therapy, then because now I'm making healthy decisions and not toxic ones, I found healthy friendships, not people who were just using me and running over me and taking advantage of me. So to trust, you first have to recognize what should be trusted and what should not. And you learn standards. You know who you are. You know what you want. And you're not allowing the past, or you're not letting the present define you. You are making the decisions, and that comes from healing. And it's so important to forgive. So I know that it's easier said than done to forgive people that hurt you, but also one of the first steps towards my healing was forgiving myself. Forgiving myself for when I didn't love myself, when I saw things and I didn't do right by myself. I stayed around too long. I was a friend too long. I stayed in that romantic relationship too long. I allowed relatives to run over me because I didn't know better. I didn't believe I deserved better. And even if it's today is the first day of your journey, you can say on today I choose me. Today I'm going to make a healthy decision, and it will you'll start getting a whole bunch of things in your life that you'll start to do better. You'll start taking better care of your health. You start feeling better. You'll be putting yourself together more. You're going to find that the people in your life will call you and do things for you, not because they feel obligated to, but just because they care about you, just because they love you, and not just saying they love you because of the words that they say, because people will say they love you, but they're really using that to love bomb you, to manipulate you, to control you, to puppet you into doing whatever they want you to do for them. But when you know better, you can see them coming a mile away now. That's one of the things that I have to tell you guys, that when I got better, I know the game, when people are running game on you, when people are, they think that they're so sly and slick, and you can see all through all the foolishness, all the lies. And pay attention. Pay attention to the energy. How do they make you feel? Not going by the words that people say, because people will keep saying, I'm sorry, or they'll keep telling you they love you, but love is an action word. See, we're talking about trusting again. If somebody is saying out of their mouth something to you and they're not keeping their word, or they make you feel grimy or weird, or feel nervous or scared, that's not love. Love should make you feel very comfortable and calm, but everybody has a different way or route to that. And I wish you guys the best in that route. I'm sending you guys positive vibes as always. I want you to be your best self, love yourself, and all of it. So I'm Love Marlene 411. Thank you so much for your support, and give yourself the opportunity, give yourself the chance to open up your heart for everything, everything that you deserve, but not just willy nilly and allowing anything, but opening up your heart with discernment, with wisdom from your past experiences. Set boundaries, love yourself, respect yourself, and say no and mean it. I will see you guys back on the next episode. Thank you so much for your support. If you're watching in the replay, leave me a comment below. If you tuned in live, thank you so much for your support. I would really appreciate a like and a subscription if you enjoy the content. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you guys back on tomorrow for the 1700 subscriber celebration.
I spent a lifetime hiding in the grave with a heavy heart and nothing left to say, battling shadows. luck is nice. To the moments I almost gave up the fight. I was lost in the echoes of a hollow sound, searching for a solid piece of ground. But I'm Love Marlene, 411, and I'm standing tall. I'm living proof that you can survive it all. From the 411 to the depths of my soul, I'm taking back the pieces, making them whole. It's a journey of healing, a path to the light. We're breaking every curse and winning the fight. From my heart to yours, let the healing start. We're making peace with the past and broken parts. It's more than just a story, it's a brand new lens, seeing where the trauma stops and where the light begins. Breaking generational chains, link by link, learning how to feel, learning how to think, guarding my spirit, my mind and my peace, watching the anxiety and the tension release. I found a self-love that was always meant to be, a gift from God now living in me. No more worthlessness, no more shame. I'm calling out the joy and I'm calling it by name. I am conscious of the seeds we sow. Watch how the garden starts to grow. But I'm Love Marlene, 411, and I'm standing tall. I'm living proof that you can survive it all. From the 411 to the depths of my soul, I'm taking back the pieces, making them whole. It's a journey of healing, a path to the light. We're breaking every curse and winning the fight. From my heart to yours, let the healing start. We're making peace with the past and broken parts. Spread the love, spread the light, live your best life, hold on tight. I'm Love Marlene, for Marlene, 411. The journey has just begun.
Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate you. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys on the next stream.